Hi everyone, this is Bra F1's review of the 2017 Indianapolis 500. And who would have thought Takuma Sato would come out on top in a long, eventful month. You know, the media were all out talking about Fernando Alonso's great adventure into the Midwest, the fastest race circuit in the world, and my goodness, there was so much gossiping, there was so much anticipation, and of course there were also some pretty big accidents. Of course, first one being last week, Sebastian Bourdais had that horrendous crash halfway through his qualifying run on his 4-lap run. Obviously, you have to do 4 laps at Indy, and my goodness, 231 miles an hour, he hit that wall. My goodness, absolute miracle. I mean, there were people out, there was Sean Kenny who said that it was quite similar to Gordon Smiley's accident from 1982. My goodness, that just shows you how far the safety of the cars have come. And then, of course, the race itself, you know, with the traditional build-up, you know, and its weird theme, and, what's it called? Oh, yeah, back home again at Indiana, and the national anthem, the starting command, and my goodness, they do so much for the Indy 500. It's absolutely mental. Oh, wow. But yeah, obviously in the early laps, Tony Kanaan was leading, and then Alex Rossi took over for a bit, and then of course there was that huge crash with Scott Dixon. I mean, it was just absolutely horrendous, that crash between Scott Dixon and Jay Howard. I mean, quite frankly, when I saw Scott Dixon's car in the air, I thought, yeah, this is, wow, it's pretty Greg Moore-ish. It's not nice to see. It really isn't. Wow. And amazingly, only 19 cars went past the checkered flag at the end. It was an amazingly eventful race. Fernando Alonso had actually set the fastest average lap under green conditions, amazingly enough, until, of course, inevitably, just like in Formula 1, his Honda engine let go. I have to say, you couldn't make up a more hilariously predictable outcome. My goodness, seriously, Alonso, you really should get out of McLaren at the end of this season. You really should. Honestly, what are you doing there? Like, I think he was running around in 8th place at the time, but my goodness, quite frankly, what I saw in those last 50 laps, though, was just something utterly bizarre, though. Obviously, Max Chilton hit the front thanks to a series of pit stop sequences that, due to the fact that he'd obviously had been lying around a mid-pack for most of the race until lap 150, he led for what was 50 laps. He led for 50 laps. And thanks to a late yellow period that came when, where was it? When, I think, what's his name? Charlie Kimball broke down with an engine failure himself. Max Chilton had gone to the pits, and then, because of the yellow regulation, it meant that Max Chilton was able to go straight back to the front. But of course, you know, it was never meant to be. I mean, Max Chilton must have had one eye in the mirror, looking in that mirror, seeing who else but the Banzai Kamikaze legend himself, Takuma Sato, lurking in his mirrors. And my goodness, Max must have had the shivers. I mean, you know, if I saw Takuma Sato in my mirrors midway through a car race, I would just literally, I don't know what I'd do. I think I'd try and take my mind off the fact it's Takuma Sato. I mean, the way Takuma Sato at one point, just, oh, the way Takuma Sato lunges at people, even at the age of 40, it's just something to just be in awe of. Just to have that, the size of the bollocks that guy has to do some of the most audacious maneuvers is just jaw-dropping, honestly. But oh,